All right, so if you did this boss on heroic, unsurprisingly, not much has changed, just like Council. Most of the abilities are do anywhere from 30 to 300% more damage. And yeah, that's not a typo. The tank soak went from 1.8 million damage to 5.4 million damage. It does one new ability, which we'll be testing, called Seeking Inferno, where it just creates random orbs that follow people. When they hit you or they expire after 30 seconds, they deal about 200k fire damage to the raid and debuff the raid with a plus 500% damage taken from Seeking Inferno for 4 seconds. So it's kind of like you just stagger them. You break one, debuff falls off, you break the next. I've had plenty of fights like that. Like Kel'Thuzad breaking icicles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Past that, it's just all we're testing is see if the heroic strategy still works for tank soaking and non-soaking. And then if in heroic they were predetermining, so like if you got your little swirly circle that you had to get out of the raid with to shoot your fire lasers or lines first every phase 1, then you always got it in that one. So you always knew what if you get it first or second. At least it was for the tanks. I don't know about everybody else, but we should test that as well.
I don't know how many were in heroic, but I think mythic there
It's
are
like half the
5
raid.
lasers. Yeah. Oh, I mean 5 lasers coming out of you.
Oh,
instead of
right.
3.
Yeah, it was 3 in heroic, so if it's 5, then I mean, I still think if you have a circle, you go to the edge, face the inside.
Yeah,
it'll be the best probably.
Flower cauldron down if you got a flask.
Alright, we're gonna start over here. We're gonna go counterclockwise. They say if you don't get a swirly, you need to soak with the tank thing. If you do get a swirly, don't soak with the tank thing. If you don't have a circle in there, you'd be getting that. Geysers here, and we'll move. And this time, if you got a circle last time, you're gonna be soaking the tank soak here. If you didn't, you're gonna be on the outside.
The Infernos are out. So
pop one, so we can.
Popping mine. Oh fuck. Popping the last one.
Yeah, this is a fight.
I think you need to pop 2 before that tank soak.
Should I pop mine now?
One instantly, and then one.
Doesn't matter,
4 seconds
wiping.
after.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
How many? Just out of curiosity, how many spawned? Was it 4 or 5?
It looked like 3. But
3,
I'm not
that's
sure,
what I thought.
I'm not sure if any popped instantly.
It definitely feels like
we
pop
did
one
not.
instantly, and then the other 2 right after, if possible.
Yeah, we did not pop any instantly, because when we started talking about we need to pop, me and Toast both did ours, and Steve did his right as we wiped there, so...
Yeah, I go ahead.
just sorry. If someone dies with it, it just targets another player. By the way, I just saw it happening. So
Is that the same with like vanishing it? Or cloaking it?
I
Feign death, I mean, probably. If somebody gets it that can do that, try it. But it'll probably be like that, yes.
Just
I
one
wonder if
nice...
you could pre-cloak it.
Kind of wonder if he 5-healed this fight. Felt like his health pool's kind of low. We're already at like 80.
Oh, yeah. We should probably add a 5th healer, just for safety, anyway.
Well,
Full
that's
Toast,
Hunter's
Steve
mark.
flexing.
I can turn preservation if you guys want to.
If you can do it right now, then do it.
Should be instead of yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to ask that, actually. I was going to say that anyway.
Yeah, feels like the... We had no idea what was going. Boss was already... But this boss was already in the 70s.
I just need to grab mana and I'm good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, and the thing that Magistus was talking about, if you look at my Raptor here, is like if you are the like have a circle, like try to stay away from the boss and like fan out along the edge or in a couple rows and give yourself enough spacing between other people, and then face the middle, because the way that those like fire lines come out are based on like kind of like where you're facing, we believe. So, and if you give yourself enough space, you can kind of like weave around and dodge a bit. And if you like he said, if you don't have a circle, you need to be in the tank soak, and then the rolls are always the opposite on the other one. You're gonna do both like once each phase. So you have the circles. If you don't have one, get in.
And then be ready for geysers here. So they just spawn near people.
Just Twig-Sook.
And then first orb, somebody pop one right away.
Mine's really far with me.
Res Twig-Sook, please.
One line
Get,
fluff, he's
get
really
ready.
close to him.
Get ready for soak here.
So it's opposite rolls. Put some darknesses in this soak.
We should break that last orb if we. Oh, there's already respawned. Oh, jeez. Hey, that's fun.
So you do the first two insta, then you wait for the third after the tank soak and healing absorb is off.
Try to survive, Shu. I want to see if we can. Oh, well, I'm the only tank alive. Never mind. We can just die then.
How many orbs did we get? 5?
5. Yep, still 5. I was hoping if Toth made it through, we could see if it sticks to the. You get the same iteration of circles and not circles every phase. Because I've been first with the circle on both pulls. If somebody in range can call out the fire orbs, who's breaking what first, just because I'm in melee and typically don't even see where all 3 spawn. But the good news is this phase 1 is once you learn it and get the timings down, this is the rest of the fight outside of intermission, which didn't change.
Yeah, everybody's saying everything at this point. It's just the same shit over and over. It's just fucking chaos the whole time.
You also be probably quite a bit higher eye level when you get to this boss.
Yes, so you're gonna be at least 470. Something can help too is when you do the group soak, you have an absorb on you. If you have like a Hellstone, health pot, self-healing, like especially just to see more of it, that really helps. So if you don't have a circle, get in. And then those patches are spawning because we're getting rid of the absorb. Where's Twig-Sook? Pop some of these, like run into it if it's on you.
Just one.
Yeah.
I think like
We should probably let
Just
melee
kinda-
do it first if it's ever on melee.
The problem is Alvin was saying someone called out, but nobody, we didn't assign.
someone just needs to like take initiative and be like, I'm popping right now. Like when they spawn a melee, just needs to say that and ring others.
It's kind of hard for me as a healer, like, 'cause I'm trying to get used to my own class changes and the fight, and then trying to call that out. So
Do we know if this thing will be a private order?
No idea.
I'll pay attention more closely. Everything has already been set up as a private aura this tier. I wasn't actually looking. Like ducks are private aura on the last fight, which makes a lot of sense for Mythic, so you can't just have a weak aura assign everything.
Yeah. It doesn't so for now, but I think like if it's not a private aura, there will probably be a list.
First,
with
second,
titles.
third.
Gonna be like Echo of Neltharion Hearts.
I
People
mean,
you
even
prioritize.
even if it's not private, right? You could just randomly assign. Be better than nothing.
You're either in the soak or you're spreading out behind the boss.
That was, uh-oh. Careful being in my circle, because I have a circle too.
Kablooey.
Did I call that I was gonna break mine? Sorry.
Damn it, Shu.
My fault.
Fucking Divine Storming the fire patches again.
My purpose is to rule. Yours is to burn.
Yeah, Shumander with the last second decline.
Can we try doing like Razagath style stacking with this fiery thingies?
You
There was
can.
So many. You can or can't?
Cannot. If in the dungeon journal, you are pulsing damage inside your circle, a hefty amount of damage.
Basically, we tried this on heroic testing and we died. We died horribly.
It's like on Mythic Scarn, the red circles around you. Imagine if everybody just stood on top of each other when they had those.
Okay.
It's functionally like the same type of experience.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's the type of thing you could probably get away with by accident cleaving somebody, but, you know, it's not like, oh my god, you're just going to auto one-tap them, but it's like pulsing, I think it's like 100k every second or two. So imagine like 4 or 5 of those stacked, right? You're just fucked.
So it's on the next pull. I just want you to start with the boss.
Usurper, lava purge, magma finds you.
Be careful popping. Don't pop right away. Someone call theirs.
Riot shot pop. Evoker. I see Evoker, I think, with one on them.
Yeah, okay, there is one closer, but I'll grab it.
Tank
That needs to be a little faster.
I think melee needs to go first with those. I'm just
Yeah,
running
yeah.
from it the whole time.
Torrent of cinders.
Alright, Toth, now just solo the boss. Your blood DK.
My purpose is to rule. Yours is to burn.
I bring that smoosh there. Should have just called for you to go first. Whoever was
Yeah,
on
I mean,
the-
I agree it goes faster, but like we said a bunch of times, I mean, just not, people aren't really saying much when they get it, and I don't see it on raid frames, so I'm having to like look around the world trying to figure out who it's on and call out names, so...
Yeah, right shot. That's functionally how it should be going.
Yeah, it's just actually doing that is the problem. It's not communicating.
Does it leave a debuff when you pop it, or is it just the amount of damage it's doing?
It's a 4-second debuff where you take 500% more damage from it.
Ah, okay.
It's not like a dot that it leaves on you, but
Yeah.
Is Steve there?
Yeah, sorry, I had to use the bathroom.
Yeah, you're good.
it'd be really close to do all 3 before the tank soak, but it could be done, yes. Both if you want to start with the boss this time, we'll see if it stays that way, because I've gotten the circle first every time.
it's on a melee, call it out. Like, just if you're melee and get it, say something.
Steve first.
Let's do scalpel next. Scalpel next.
Go.
And then hold this till after the heal absorb.
Get some
Thank you.
darkness says. Raid CDC the intermission.
Should be able to pop it now. Or, well, it's still. I think we do actually have to pop all 3 before the tank soak.
Popping my orb now.
Oh, because we get 3 more again. Yeah.
Yeah, Mana here.
There's gonna be orbs. You need to pick them up. They give you a buff. It's red on red. It's great. If you miss it and they hit the boss, you're fucked. Or the raid's fucked because the boss does more damage.
Pop the last one. At least we can test to see if
Could res Toixic or Scalpel. Just get another healer up.
yeah, I mean, we just didn't have enough people. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
It does also look like Toast that this has changed. It does actually give the active tank the circle and then retaunt. So that's good info to know. Yeah, I feel like you wouldn't be able to immune those orbs either, just because you might not take damage, but the rest of the raid's still going to take damage. I'd like to do a test. I know this probably won't even make it to the intermission, but I'm going to take him just in the open. Just everybody spread out a bunch around the room. I want to see if the portals spawn kind of like Kazara beams, where you know it's on you before it actually starts following you.
Anybody know what the name of the debuff is of the orb chasing you?
No, sorry.
Seeking Inferno, maybe?
Seeking Inferno is the name.
There
of
is
the
no
ability.
debuff. It's a private orb.
But in the log, there's a debuff
Yes.
called Seeking Inferno.
That's probably the damage taken.
That's the
It's
damage.
when it hits you.
It's showing.
It's not. It's both. There's a Seeking Inferno that's the damage thing where you can't soak 2 in a row, and then there's also a Seeking Inferno for the fixate. I don't think you can see the fixate in game though. But you can see it on logs.
That's good at least. We're just gonna take it here in the middle. Just test this. Just after the first tank soak, everybody spread out. First tank soak, make sure you get it, and then everyone just immediately spread around. And then once the portal spawn, just stand still, don't move. Obviously, don't be your heal absorb, but they're gonna spawn right now. So 2 spawned on me, which clearly, yeah, they just go to super far away people. We're obviously not in position to do this tank soak, so good luck, everybody.
Oh, they turned the lava on. It no longer tickles.
Sally's breaking.
You cannot escape Emberscore's wrath!
Yeah, it's just gonna be, if you get the orbs, first person calls right away, and then we just have to break them as soon as you can.
Oh, so if you even touch the lava, you get a debuff that increases your fire damage taken by 200%. So be careful.
For how long?
Until you die.
Oh, good.
I don't think I don't think it's permanent, but it's like it doesn't have a duration on it either. I assume it's while you're in the lava. But yeah. At that point, I don't think you need to worry about taking fire damage, Steve.
For it.
There's not a whole lot of it to go around. Indeed.
Tremble before the Fire Lord! Bear the mark!
Try to call out your orbs here in a moment.
Torrent of cinders!
Fluffy.
PH first. Next person break right away. Be ready.
Evoker. It's on Evoker.
You're gonna have to wait, unfortunately.
Lava Purge! Magma Fight Begone!
Rex.
The second set's not as bad because obviously you can just carry them into the intermission, so you have plenty more time. But I think the first set is really intending for you to just break it before the tank soak. And I think it's a good point to use big defensives for yourself.
Did we
So
still have
if-
one up from the first set there?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
We did
So-
have one from the first set up still, though.
On logs, how much time is it between the orb spawning and the second tank soak? How much time do we have to break all three?
I can look. I don't have logs up. Give me a second.
Let's see. Seeking Inferno, those like spawn at 28 and 29 seconds, and then the next brand of Damnation is at 46.
Okay, that's plenty of time. You just have to be fast.
Yeah.
Yes, I can move slightly further out from fire.
Tremble before the Fire Lord! Bear the mark!
Right, get ready.
Lava Purge!
Geysers here first.
Magma finds
I know this coming out.
I pop.
Yep. Final person in 2 seconds. Now.
Incineration! Tourist of Cinder, usurper!
just call these.
Sully.
He's gonna have to go slightly slower. But...
Okay, I'm counting mine.
You cannot escape Emberscore's wrath!
Can range try to wait a second to call too? Like if you're ranged, don't insta call. I guess it doesn't matter because we'll assumingly have a private aura, but
I mean, I only instant called because it spawned really close to me, and I know the whole raid was moving already. Just,
I don't think
and
the
no one
whole
was saying anything. So
yeah, I'm kind of with Mana. Like, I mean, if no one's saying anything, we just need to pop them. Like,
I think for the first one, whoever spawns closest to their orb just calls it and goes, because we need the first one popped right away, and then you can more control the second and third one. But I agree with Rashad. We should be able to get all three before the tank soak. We just have to be effective. I think you need to be ready to pop your second one as the debuff is falling off.
the thing is, Chicken, I was thinking the same thing. That's why I asked that a few polls ago. But when I was targeted, I had no debuff on me. There's nothing in logs, nothing indicating that I'm fixated. So,
is it possible to tell you're fixated before they are like interactable?
No, that's what we did when I tanked it in the middle of the test. I had 2 of the portals spawn on top of me, and they targeted people 25 yards away.
Right, but those people might be able to see or something. I don't know.
Well, maybe tanks don't get targeted by it if there's enough eligible targets.
I don't really think there's a way to be sure. It doesn't feel like Kazaro's did.
I think we also need to allocate every raid CD in the book at the back half of the phase, like when we're trying to do that final one there at 40 seconds on the first set of 3. Like Salve, AMZs, Darknesses in the second tank soak.
Get ready for lava geysers here, kind of group in. Big boss, and get ready, get your orbs ready.
Toasty.
Debuff didn't fade. I mean, good initiative at least.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously on the pace we want to be. So, like, if you were just, you know, half a second later, it would have been perfectly fine.
Incineration! Torrent of cinders! Be gone!
It's also better, too, to just know, like, who's going second, so you can be
Is it
ready.
good if all 3 are on you?
Do you have bubble up?
No, I don't.
I was kind of curious what happens if you like bubble through all of them.
Yours is to burn!
I figured as much, but yeah. So you fucking OP, just fucking deleted it.
I wonder what happened if you like vanished them. Because they are fixate.
They choose a new target is what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way to like remove it on a set or anything.
It just disappears.
What was the fight where you could like pre-cloak or whatever, and the debuff just wouldn't happen?
Nerva Darkfane.
Argus chains pre-nerf.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking of.
Sarkareth as well.
And then when they nerfed it, people just... Yeah. It's just like not as like it's like game breaking, but yeah. For it when you get a chance.
Something on Archimon too. Is it mana? Okay. Oh yeah, clicking an Archimon would kill everybody.
Or you just do it the guild did on our server. You got the debuff, you harfed out of the raid, and you didn't get the achievement.
Nice.
Let me know when you're ready, Scalpel.
Alright, here we go.
All good.
Get ready.
Get ready for geysers here. Try to group in at the boss, and then we're moving. And call your orbs.
I go.
Wait for it to fade.
Stu is last.
Alright, all raid CDs here. Try to get through the end of the phase here.
And these ones, I just got knocked in the lava because I'm dumb.
Adrian.
We're going in initiative.
Who's next? Wait for it to fade though.
I'll go.
Don't get knocked back into.
Yeah, you're gonna get knocked here. And collect your orbs. There's gonna be 5 orbs. Can't let them hit the boss. If you can AG Steve once you're in position. Get a time spiral.
CD.
True. You can res our healer.
Give you Fox, right?
It's exciting.
We're gonna be in this area right
Res
here.
healer, group 5.
We want to try to really put lava geysers around this area if we can.
Lava purge! Torrent of cinders!
I think we're pinging. I think those kind of fucked us a bit.
Yeah, area denial, that those two hurt.
Wanted it more there, or like the warning ping.
Well, Scalpel makes a good point too. If you're in the tank soak, you don't really have to move except to dodge stuff until your heal absorb gets off. The only person that has to run away is the tank, just because they have fall off damage on the thing it leaves on them.
I was getting kind of melted though. 60.
Wait, really? Oh my god, yes. So what the fuck?
Yeah, like I said, would be much higher eye level. Obviously, have a real strategy.
Should we try lusting that last set of P1 just for heals, so we can maybe survive? Like some more people can survive it.
We would have survived it there. I just got the fun bug, so it'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were actually pretty good there with just everybody sending stuff. We had like salve, darknesses, everything.
Yeah.
Like
I think we had double rewind there as well.
I'd say it's not optimal, but yeah, you can just see more of it at least. Yeah, assuming it functions like the volcanic heart thing, yeah, you're just gonna have a list and you're just, reading off names off a list. There's like no confusion of what's going on with it.
Stack in for geysers.
Fixate's going out.
Who's getting his?
Call next.
There is a melee one, I think. You can grab it. I'm hiding behind.
Chicken got it. Let's just wait for the last one.
Okay, 3, 2.
All raid sated. Just get through this.
Then this set we can be a little more patient with if you need to.
Steve's doing his. That wasn't patient enough, I guess.
Or somebody else just won at the same time. It's possible.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
took
happened.
2 there in 1 second.
Someone might
Yeah,
have even known it was on them. I mean,
Yeah, it looked like an accident, like a fell rush or something. We zooped across the screen.
Why are you calling out the demon hunters? How do you know it's a demon hunter?
Because
we're
there's 3 of you.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I mean,
it
it's a
could be
1 in
demon hunter.
He's got a 1 in 3 or 1 in 6 chance You know.
Yeah, I mean, evokers are basically just, you know, reptile DH. So.
I mean, have you seen the
I
size
like
of
that.
Have you seen the size of evoker heads? Not a lot of room for brains.
Yeah, we also saw you first breath red of, you know, Razageth.
I mean, in all fairness, I wasn't the only offender over there.
Yeah, there was another evoker too.
Wasn't just the evokers either.
Yeah, that's a good narrative, Alvin. Just go with it.
Stack up for geysers here.
In about 4 or 5 seconds, you'll know if it's on you. Start looking around. It's on me. I'm going first. Right. Call next.
I'll go next.
The evoker will be last. Get ready to go here.
Yeah, Raid Cities live here.
And then orbs here. Just be careful popping this. We have a bunch of people
Cater.
below. Okay.
I'll go next. Ah, fuck.
You cannot escape Ember Scar's wrath!
First set felt really good though. We almost cleared it entirely before the soak.
Yeah, I think this was said before, but just to reemphasize, like when you're picked, you know, you get kind of the Metal Gear Solid, you know, like you're fixated, you know, noise, arrow on you type of experience. So yeah, there is something to kind of at least look out for in your UI, both visually and something you'll hear. Yeah, that
I have
basically...
anxiety.
You get anxiety about what?
Josie's just gonna start playing that right as like you would normally get the noise in game, then everybody's like, it's on me.
That sound gives me anxiety.
Who's my good little kid?
No, I knew that was coming. That's really weird.
Sound gives me something else.
About 5 seconds, people are gonna get fixated.
Move in. Try to move towards the boss just for geysers. Yeah, it was really good geyser placement.
Call it.
I go.
Ride shot next.
To put it in medical
Definitely
terms,
another dust
your
boss.
pussy was demolished.
Incineration! Torrent usurper! My purpose
No.
yours is to
I tried that. I just ran right through one on the earlier pulse. It does nothing.
I stood on.
Yeah, it's a good question for sure.
Yeah, I've stood on the portal and then like followed the orb to see if that was possible. It was not. Because I think like being able to blow one up as they spawn would be really cool. But obviously that's difficult and RNG related.
Yeah, I think the best way to accomplish that would be is like if you're able when Alvin's saying bait the geysers or whatever, if you're able to get every so pixel stack that, you know, would kind of like get all the where they zone in, the swirls kind of all in the same area.
I don't know if they'll ever be fully pixel stacked, but it is pretty close.
You know what I mean, though, more condensed, because it's obviously looking at where the raid is, so...
Stack in for lava geysers.
Rest Toixic.
And then call your orbs.
Mina's going.
Who's next?
You'll go second.
Start using raid CDs.
Hunter last here.
Pop shit to live. Darkness if you're in it.
Rex.
You cannot escape Emberscore's wrath!
We got them all, yeah.
Sorry, Red, that didn't work as intended.
Can we do a better job of baiting the fire behind the boss? On the first one?
The first geysers, so they come out at different times in the set of stuff. So for the first one, it's you have tank soak, circles, and then after the circles go off, you get your geysers will go. So like after these lines go out, then you have geysers. In the second set, the geysers go off while you have all of those circles before they even go off. So the second set is a lot harder to plan for. But it also does come down just to where people are. If they're super far out from the boss in the middle of the room, you're going to bait them in unfortuitous positions.
How many, you know, when you get the flame, you get the little circles on you and you run around and the flame waves come out of you. How many lines, like waves, come out of you on each
5.
time? Is it 5 in Mythic?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're predetermined, so it's based on where your character is facing, and then it's the same pattern from that.
And that's why it's important to give yourself enough spacing with other people so you can kind of react to other people's. I mean, obviously, we'll see how this is when it's on live, but considering we're way under eye level with the scaling, like, I actually think the damage check isn't really as big of a thing on this than I initially thought. Like, you can kind of take a lot of globals off just to be in the right spot and live on this one.
I mean, right now, with the way his HP is, unless they buff it, you could honestly 6-heal this fight on live when you get to it at like 470-ish or something.
I think they will buff it. Like, he has less health than Mythic Sarkareth, right? I think
Yeah.
Mythic Sarkareth has
Yeah,
like
he has
6
less than
6
Sarkareth.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13 million less, that's one patchwork.
And he's got multiple damage amp phases.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Intermissions.
And the better job, to Ryshot's point, the better job we do packing stuff in, you're actually giving yourself more phases later because you're, you know, minimizing board denial.
Back in for geysers here. And then call your orbs.
I'm going. Never mind. I will go after.
I go now. And last person, what? Look at the debuff moment it fades. Get
Yeah,
hit.
it's me. I'm waiting. Doing it now.
Top stuff to live here.
I'll go second.
Get roar spirals. Collect your orbs. check my VOD. I'm pretty confident my orbs just didn't spawn there.
You might not have gotten.
Like I was, like when I was looking around, I just couldn't see them anywhere.
You have to get branded. Think so.
Okay, yeah, I missed one. Yeah.
Branded. Usurper. Lava purge. Torrent of cinders.
All orbs.
I go.
Sally next.
And toasted.
Usurper. Incinerate.
Oh, is it couldn't solo that? What's going on?
There was somebody jumping up and down on the bed, so it wasn't technically soaking.
Yeah, Scalpel, there's a minimum number of eligible targets for the mechanic. So if too many people die, you get overlaps, or maybe you get the circle 2 times in a row. Technically, you can if you're really precise. You can be in the tank soak, but not hitting anybody with your circle, and then run away. But it's super sketch, because you get a 1 million healing absorb from the tank smash.
And there's no big compelling reason to not be out in bumfuck with that, because the fight is coercing you to having to not be in the tank soak if you have the thing.
Oh, yeah, if you have the debuff, you wouldn't soak a second time. Your goal is you want one of the debuffs from phase 1 to carry to the intermission and get your damage amp. But I see what you mean. Yeah, I think it was just because people were dead. It didn't pass out the allocation of debuffs properly.
Yeah, when people are dead, it's one of those fights you just can't read too much into it when it's like a half alive raid.
Those might be DC'd. Careful, I have a circle. The boss is not good. Stack in for geysers here.
There's our peeler, group 4.
All your orbs. Both you're gonna have both circles here, be careful.
I'll go next.
Incineration! Torrent of cinders! Ember Star! My purpose is to rule. Yours is to burn.
You get one more full one and then we'll be done. Stack in for Geyser. Call your orbs.
Adri.
Toasty second.
Let it hit you now. Pop shit to live here.
Incineration! Tourist of cinders! Biggle!
Steve now.
You cannot escape Ambuscar's wrath!
Yeah, I think one thing will help is the second set of geysers. People are just kind of anxious to get to the intermission, so everybody's running ahead and. So, yeah, at least seeing everything. That's a good thing, at least with this fight. It's not like some hidden thing at like 20% or something.
Yeah, I think that's good for time. Thank you all.